Divas! Today I have a special treat for you. So I have been digging up some of the Singing Diva archives and I have put together a beautiful little 5-part mini-series for you to help you sing fabulously. I've kept these episodes short and sweet so they're easily digestible. And this way, you can watch them a few times over if you need to without losing your concentration. I'll also compile them into a little playlist so it's easy for you if you'd like to come back to them and watch them all over again at a later stage. Remember to like, share, subscribe, do all the things if you haven't already, and turn on your notification bell. You definitely don't want to be missing out on content like this. Here is a quick outline of what you can expect to receive in this 5-part mini-series. In part 1, I'll be teaching you about breathing from your diaphragm. In part 2, you'll be learning about expanding your vocal range. In part 3, I'll be teaching you a practical on how to do box breathing. In part 4, you learn about building confidence for singing. And in part 5, how correct breathing benefits your singing. These specific subjects help tackle some of the most basic foundational aspects of vocal training with my best advice on these most frequently asked questions. So in last week's episode, we went over stretching your vocal range, and today we go on to part 3, which is the box breathing technique. I'm going to be teaching you the practical on the subject, so make sure you're seated somewhere comfortable. Sometimes you can tend to feel a little bit too relaxed doing these type of exercises, so make sure you're nice and comfy. Enjoy the episode. So some of you may be familiar with the technique called box breathing. This is a common name given to this type of technique. The reason being, if you can imagine a sort of box, it has 4 sides, and this type of breathing technique is something similar to that pattern being 4-sided. How exactly do you do the box breathing technique? So if you can get out a little piece of paper or something to take down notes on, the easiest way is to first write it down. You're going to write down: inhale 4 seconds, hold the breath 4 seconds, exhale 4 seconds, and then hold the breath 4 seconds. What I've just described is one set. You're going to do 3 of these sets in order to complete the box breathing technique. So the inhale would be the first 4 seconds, like the first line of the box. Then you're going to go down the box, you're going to hold the breath, then you're going to go back across the box, you're going to exhale the breath, and then back up the last side where you're going to hold the breath for 4 seconds before you breathe naturally after those 3 sets. Now bear in mind, you want to keep your breathing as consistent as possible during this whole exercise. Meaning when you inhale, it's not a quick gasp of air in 2 seconds. If you're going to be inhaling, you're going to inhale consistently, taking a nice deep breath over that 4-second period. And the same goes for when you're exhaling. It's not just a quick pushing out of all of the air in 2 seconds. You're going to gradually release that breath, consistently exhaling for the amount of time allocated, which in this exercise is 4 seconds to start with. Now, as you progress further and further with this exercise, you'll see that it starts to become really easy for you. So, in order to challenge yourself, you want to increase that breathing count. You can start out with 4 and then take that up into 6, 8, 10, going all the way up to 14 or 16, whatever you can manage. Remember, the size of singing phrase is always different. Meaning, for example, in a really fast-paced song, you're going to have lots of quick breaths because they are quick singing phrases, which would be a shorter amount of seconds, as compared to a really slow song where you are pulling out the notes. Those are much longer singing phrases, meaning that they take a longer amount of time, more seconds, for you to consistently pull out that note. So let's give it a go. I'll count you in and you can do the exercise as I guide you along. Are you ready? You're going to inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was pretty easy, hey? Remember, we're only using 4 seconds. That's what you want to start out with, and you want to definitely progress your way further up into at least the double digits. Now, it's very common that you can expect to have a little bit of dizziness or lightheadedness when you are doing this exercise. Totally normal. In fact, it's actually a really good thing. That shows that your body is taking in this extra amount of oxygen, and basically the effect it has on the brain is a feeling of a little bit of dizziness because of that increased oxygen and a general feeling of relaxation. In the comments section, let us know, how was your experience doing the box breathing technique? Do you have any other exercises you'd like to share with us similar to this one? Did you feel a little bit woozy or lightheaded, or were you totally fine? Questions, comments, conversations. I love hearing all of your beautiful feedback. Now, if you would like to go even further on your singing journey, I encourage you to check out the beautiful course that I have put together for you. It's called Learn How to Sing, Vocal Training, and it takes you through all the way from beginner to intermediate and then to advanced level vocal training. So you will benefit no matter which level of vocal ability you may be at. You can really transform your vocals and build your self-esteem. Details in the description box below. In next week's episode, we're going on to episode 4, and we're talking about building confidence for singing here. So this is a very popular topic. I mean, we could all do with some extra confidence in our lives. So do join me in that next episode. I will see you there. And until then, my beautiful divas, stay awesome.